Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Saints going up against the Chiefs. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. You've got to come out ready to play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
First down, Bridgewater. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Surveying the field. Look at the time. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Eric Berry's a textbook definition of ball-hawking safety. You name it, he can do it on the football field.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. A dump off for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they have their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! No, check. Patriot!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
No. Check that up, Philly. Here we go. Now let's go.
Now it's the Princeton man. This is Spencer Ware. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
They run again with Ware. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter what.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now the former Gamecock, Spencer Lanningun, to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Returnable for Lockett. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. The ball comes out. It's caught. Lockett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on...
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
So much of the game today we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Bridgewater on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. Boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now Perkins. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On the run, Abdullah. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Cardinal, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustment?
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Arrowhead after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. We get a look at the Saints' defense as they file into position. And as we're going to see right here, they have been laying some pretty electrifying hits in this one.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Second down, Bridgewater. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Abdullah. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go!
Now a handoff looking right. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landing. Blue, no. Check. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up. And the Saints signal for another timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Chiefs and the Saints are in a defensive battle right now. The scoring is at a minimum, so both teams have to feel like if they can put some drives together, that they'll come away with a win. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. First and 10. Defense is going to come away with a sack. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Down to late in the first half. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught, and that connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. Saints, though, would settle for just a field goal. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Let's go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Randy Gregory in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a 1st down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at 56. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Green, 39. Green. Gone. Detroit. Under 10. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. The play clock's running down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. Onto the field comes New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defenders.
And Abdullah lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them at real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now they try the right side here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Gone. Let's go. Now, check. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be a little shot. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a handoff here to his running back. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's it's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Bridgewater. Finding time. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll run it here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and goal now. The defense looking to hold serve again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Santos now to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. And this looks to probably be the final play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. One last shot now for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This will be fielded at the 17. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Chiefs, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.